Okay, Dr. Green, I guess my first question is a basic one. What are the main takeaways from these cough studies?
Sure. So the main takeaways, Kenny, are that these are the first time that we've presented the pivotal phase 3 data for the gefapixant program in chronic cough. It's actually the first time that anyone has presented pivotal phase 3 data in chronic cough for any mechanism. The results of the studies were positive. Two phase 3 trials both met their primary endpoint. We believe that the results are both statistically and clinically meaningful, that the safety and tolerability profile that we observed was consistent with what we've seen in previous studies and consistent with the intended indication, and that we think these data will allow us to move forward with hopefully developing this as the first new drug for chronic cough and the first drug for any kind of cough in over 60 years.
Now, you mentioned 60 years. What makes this condition so difficult to find adequate treatments for?
So probably, like most things in medicine, it comes down to really understanding the fundamental biology of what's going on. And although we've known a lot about cough over many years, really only in the last, decade or so have some of the neural pathways that mediate the sensation of cough been really started to be elucidated. And what we find is that there are many different pathways, but some of these appear to be more important in disease states than others. And so one thing that we like to remind people is that, a cough is not something you want to get rid of completely. I mean, if you or I inhale a peanut or something like that, we need to be able to cough that thing out. In contrast, however, it appears that there are people who have this chronic coughing in the absence of an underlying condition or otherwise, obvious explanation for why they should be having it. And in those people, or at least a subset of those people, we believe that the purinergic receptor mediated signaling pathway that our drug blocks may be more important. And it's because of advances in developing not only the understanding of the science, but also developing drugs that can selectively target those pathways that we've now been able to do the kind of studies that allow us to hopefully demonstrate benefit for people with this condition.